Well, hello there, guys. What do you think of the Flex? It's sitting on about 2 inches of battery. The tires are not rubbing. I rechanged my shock location. The tires don't rub, and I got that much flex, and all the wheels are sitting on the ground. They're all on the ground, touching. Got it all flexed out. Actually, I can go with more. Look at there. I can go. I can go. Well, we use batteries. Let me see if I can find something to put here. Let's add another box. Let's see how high we can get it flexed. There you go. Another box. Just starting to touch. Look at this. And the wheels are all touching. It's all flexed. The back's touching. This wheel's up on what do you think? About 3¼ inches off the ground. Almost the height of a pop can. If you look at the pop can right next to it. Almost the height of a pop can. And it's just barely touching. That's just playing around with my shock mounting location and new shocks. You see how the angle of it. If I get back here a little bit. What I did is, you see the shocks are laying back. I moved my brackets, and the front ones I didn't have to move, but I moved the shocks down to give me some additional clearance. And in the back, I moved my brackets. You can see that right there they are. They're tilted forward now, more so. And the shock is at almost the bottom hole mounting. And it's not even rubbing yet. I mean, it's really close, but not. You can see the gap there, about 1/8 of an inch. And I'm sitting on 2 batteries that are about 1 inch thick in that box, which is about an inch by 1.25 inches. And the wheels are touching. And this is a trail truck. This ain't a rock crawler. This is a trail truck. So I've been experimenting. See the wheels on the ground. You see the shock in there. It's got internal springs in them. These shocks do, and they running 20 weight oil in them. You see the steering circle right in there now. But yeah, I mean, look at all the flex. And this is just playing around with shocks and shock locations, getting these brackets and putting brackets on there to relocate the shocks. I tilt the one in the front back from it's probably 1 inch back from the stock location, and the one in the front is 1 inch back. The one in the back's probably 1.25 inches back, and this is where I'm getting out where you get all the flex from. These are 100 mm shocks. This is basically an axial SCX 10-2 is what this is basically, and it didn't start its life. That's what it is now. But you can see all the wheels are touching. There, people are coming and going. Back to 1. And see in the back, there's my Red Cat Gen 7 sitting there. That's going to be a project here. I'm debating what I'm going to do with it. Change the body out, put a truck body on it. That in mechanically or suspension wise or anything, it doesn't need anything. This thing is the Red Cat is good. Just other than that, I don't really care for the body. That's a stock body come with it. I put the roof rack on it, but if I get a new body, I won't put that rack back on it. And it's possible I may get another Proline 4Runner body like this has on it. This is a Proline 4Runner. and I may get another body like that, or convert it to a truck. If I get another body like this, I don't have to screw with the body mounts. I can leave them as they are. Otherwise, I end up cutting the body mounts. Well, if I cut the body mounts and I want to put something else down the line on it, then I'm screwed. But I can get a Jeep Cherokee Sport body for it and put a Jeep Cherokee, make it into a Jeep Cherokee Sport. This has Super Swampers on steel wheels. I put metal drive shafts in it. It's got different ring gears in it. I put the hardened ones in it. Took the original ones out of it. It's got a 21 turn motor. I put a new steering servo on it a while back. It's got a winch, an actually working winch. Set up to run LiPo. I run a 2S LiPo through it, but it works good. Of course, we got this guy here. He's just sitting up there. This is my FSM 18th anniversary edition Blazer Pro Edition. This has a Outrunner brushless motor setup in it. I did change wheels, shocks, and drive shafts, and put rock sliders on it. But other than that, it's all stock. Other than that, then we got up here. We got my XC1 from Axial, and that's basically a competition rig. It's got 4-wheel steer, everything. It's weighted. It's got the high ground clearance arms underneath it. Brass belly pan in it. It's got weight. You can see the wheel nuts there. Even the nuts to hold the wheels are on brass, so it's all weighted chassis. Then we go underneath my desk I'm at right now. We got my Willys sitting there, 1941 Willys, and way over there is my Toyota Land Cruiser. Then I have a Blazer which is sitting in the other room. But yeah, few of them. This has been my project though. I've been tinkering around with this. Somebody said an SCX10, they don't have good suspensions to them. Good suspension travel or anything else, but looky here. I mean, 3 fingers between the tire and the thing. It's dropped down here just by playing around with the shocks and shock brackets, and it doesn't sit any higher than what it did initially when right now it's kind of tilted because you can see right there, see the height of it, and it's not sitting any higher. So you can basically, with there, the tires just starting to touch right there. I showed this to somebody. I showed this to somebody else here. Watch the tire when I take my finger off the axle. That it just kind of eases down on its own. That's the oil, the 20 weight oil in it. But see there, I push it up and I take my finger off. See, it just kind of drops down on its own. Yep. There it is, set in a normal position. See the height. And it's all done with shocks and shock angles and everything else. Aluminum. The spring is internally sprung shocks. But if you order these right here, if I can get it here, that little cap unscrews, there's O-ring underneath there. What you're going to want to do is replace and get you an extra set of O-rings and double them up, because otherwise these things will leak. Somebody said that on there, and on the review of them, I didn't read it, but it's easy to fix. You just put an extra O-ring in there, and it took care of it. So these are fairly decent shocks. But you can see it hooks into. This does have metal axles underneath it. I'm running the Endura axles, $102 for them. For the Endura axles, you can see them underneath there. When you put these on them, you got to re-gear the motor to the spur gear. I ended up dropping it down 2 teeth, the pinion gear, and it still performs just like before with the stock axles. Just that now I've got some really cool billet aluminum axles underneath it with a center skid plate and all that. You can get these in portals too. If you want to put portals underneath portals on something like this, and you do that, you can put 2.2 tires on it. So you can get portal axles. They make a portal axle kit for these as well. But yep, I didn't do that because I wasn't sure if I'd have to change the spur gear, go to a smaller spur gear because of running portals. So that was a big thing. Is on these um, when you put them in there, the gearing's a little different from the stock gears they run in them. So I ended up that's the only reason I changed the gearing. It ran. I mean, low gear, man, was like super low, but it didn't really have no get up and go. Now you run this thing and you mount the throttle, and it'll break the tires loose, and it takes off and goes. And this does use a GPS system in the steering. So it has a GPS set up in it that you can get for them, but you got to use this radio, Endura T6, and you can dial it in or out right here how much you want it to work. But what it does is if you're running this with it on and you go down the road, and a lot of times, hello there, and you run it down the road, a lot of times these will get butt happy. Especially I'm running a 21 turn motor in here, and now it you just nail it and it holds straight. Very little steering input here. It's very little when you're running at speed, just very little. And that's the nice thing about the GPS system. So it's almost like cruise control. And like I say, I've been playing around. I got this thing so I can flex it. It's sitting on 2, and I did have it sitting on. There you go. You see the boxes. Here for scale. I'll give you. There's a can of pop next to it. You can see how high that is compared to the pop. And the wheels, it's just starting to touch at that point. But you can see all the wheels, all the way around, are touching. Nothing's coming up. So, hello, Kinto, TRN. Hello there. How are you? If you're new to my channel, if you guys will, I'm close to another milestone. Could you please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates. I am always doing something different, experimenting with stuff. This truck here started out as Amazon special, and I just completely redid it. So, but yep, this is basically an Axial SCX 10/2. The ready to run version of that truck is about $500-600. So I just made it a lot better, and I probably spent more than that. So you can see the aluminum axles in the back, the differential skids and everything. I appreciate the thumbs up, guys. I got 6 watching. If you can give me some thumbs up, 7 watching. If you give me some thumbs up, it'd be awesome. You can see right there. See how much it's flexed out. And this is not a rock crawler. You could probably do it with it, but I put it together as a trail truck. Is done as a trail truck. It's got light bars, and it's got a full light kit on the body, so the headlights and tail lights come on. Plus these light bars will light up, so it has everything. Yeah, if you actually have a legit YouTube channel, I have to do this because I got burned. I had somebody come in here. They were really nice to me a couple days ago, and I said, "Well, you're so nice. I'm gonna give you a wrench." Next day he come in and he just said I was a I don't, how do you word it? I was a, I don't, I'm a liar and I'm a fake and all this other stuff. So I went to his channel to check it out, and it was a young kid. And to be honest with you, he looked like he's been doing stuff he shouldn't have been in his videos, and I just banned him from my channel. So I'm not so quick about giving out moderator mods right now. As far as I'm concerned, if you come back a time or two, then and chat to me, talk to me in a chat, and be decent with other people that come in here, then I will at that point eventually will give you a wrench, which means you can post a link to your channel and you can help me out by watching for trolls and stuff. So when you come in, just say hello to me, and that's it. I tend not to. Um, I don't know. I tend not to go to those channels because to me, I call that fishing. They go to somebody's live stream, they'll say hello, and then they leave because they want you to click on it and go to their channel and give them a subscription. Well, I have no problem helping people out, subscribing to their channels and all the other stuff. But I don't know. I feel if you want my help, you got to come back, a time or two, and I get to know you. Then I'll go to your channels. You got to have content, obviously. So that's just the way it is. I mean, I'm not being nasty, mean. I'm actually probably the nicest guy you'd probably ever get to meet. I'm pretty easygoing, laid back. I'm willing to help people out, give advice, but I don't, you know, you can see all the wheels are touching, and it's probably, I didn't put a tape measure on there. Those batteries probably an inch thick. That box is probably an inch and a quarter. So you got 3 1/4 inches, roughly, that tire's off the ground right now. Realistically, on a trail, you're never going to be that flipping high. So on a whack, and look at here, and the tire's just starting to touch, just starting to. I mean, if I was to trim that opening just a little bit more, it wouldn't be an issue. But I don't want to trim the body anymore. I mean, that's to me would be the max that you'd ever flex it out right there. So this here, I custom build it. Like I say, new to my channel, if you will, it'd be awesome. Could you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates? And I'm always doing something, doing live streams, doing some kind of unboxing, some kind of install of something. So these are beadlock rims, aluminum beadlocks up on here. I did the silver because I don't know, it kind of goes with the body. That's why I ordered silver shocks. Unfortunately, these are black. If they was to come in silver, it'd be kind of cool, but they don't give you that option. I do have sitting around here 4-link bars that are silver, but I'm actually kind of saving them for something else. They would fit right on here. And if you notice, it's got metal dry shafts in it as well, front and back. I put metal dry shafts and get you in there. You can see, whoops. But it's got metal dry shafts, the whole 9 yards. Like I say, I got shock offsets pieces in here, and that's how I was able to get the shocks at the angle they are. That wiring there, that's for the light kit. And the shocks offsets, you can see them right there. And I got the shocks. Usually they would mount even with those body posts area, and now they're about an inch ahead. The rears are. And there's my light pole that I power it with. So, yeah. Thanks for the 2 thumbs up, guys. You guys are awesome. I wasn't going to do a live. Unfortunately, I'm restricted by we got trouble with my cell phone booster right now. And so I'm doing a live from I got a desk in our bedroom. And that's where I keep a lot of my cars. Because right there's the Gen 7 Red Cat. And I got them up there. I got them. I got 2 underneath the desk. I got my Yodas. I kind of like Yoda. So you see the Yoda's up there. But, yep. Yeah, we've been bouncing around. And this is what I mean, but guys, this guy come in here, and which is, if he's listening, that's awesome. If he's not, they come in and they don't say anything, then they leave. Um, if I go to somebody's channel and they're live, I at least hang out with them for a little bit and get to know them. But, yep, you see my brand new shocks, the original shocks that were on this, I got right here. They are. The problem with these is they're dual spring setup, and some reason we can see right there, there's a seal in here, and they were weeping just a little bit. So I'm gonna take them apart and clean them up and take that part off, and I'm gonna add another seal to it. These are gonna. I got a Chevy Blazer Traxxas TRX4, and these would fit right on it. So I'm going to clean these up and put these on it, because I just ordered them up for here, and I changed out the shocks already. But yeah, I got 8 watching. Thanks, guys, coming in. You guys are bouncing in and out. I appreciate that. If you can give me. I'm like 5 away from another milestone. All I need is 5 people to come in and subscribe to my channel and hang out with me. That'd be awesome. YouTube is liking my analytics for my channel. They're liking how it's growing, and I contribute all that to people coming in and checking out my what I'm doing and subscribing. This truck here, if you're new to the channel, this truck here is basically, I custom built it. I took an existing truck and redid everything on it. Put new axles underneath it, put new electronics in it. It's got a 2-speed transmission, a light kit. It will, if I can go over here, if I can get to it, it'll be all set. If I turn this on, you can see the lights come on. It's got tail lights too. Turn out the lights. You can see the tail lights are on. Headlights, and I'm running a quick run ESC, which has got a 80 amp BEC, so I was able to turn the output voltage up to 7.2, which is the same as a battery. And see, I can go like this now. And there's my overhead lights. It's all lit up, and I can turn the overhead lights off. You can see how bright they are, and that's from turning the BEC voltage up. And you buy certain speed controllers, they give you that. And you can see how this steers. You can see right there how it steers. And, I can go. And if we pick it up, if you watch the wheels, they're wiggling a little bit. That's the, see right there, they're wiggling. That's the GPS in it, auto-correcting the steering. So, yep, you can get these, this system from Endura makes it, but Dumbo Radio as well produces a system with a GPS in it, and so it will automatically adjust itself when you're running it. It'd work great if you had like a Slash or some kind of truck like that. You could use this system on there. The gyro system, I should say, not GPS, it's gyro system. And the gyro actually is built into the receiver, the radio receiver. It's not a GPS, it's gyro. So it uses a gyro to keep it on course, basically. So. Yeah, I have people coming and going. This wasn't a planned one. I'm going to tell you right now, my big live streams are used typically in the morning. And we'll have to play it by ear. But typically my big live streams are, I usually do them, I don't know, 8 o'clock in the morning. because I get people from all over the world. I get them from, let's see here, I've had them from Malaysia, Indonesia, Russia, all over. So I even had one come in from Saudi Arabia. So if you can, guys, give me a thumbs up. Be awesome. This is sitting on about 3¼ inches of height. And if you look at the wheels underneath there, that wheel's touching, that wheel's touching, and this wheel's touching. That's sitting on 3¼ inches. You know, this thing never flexed that much when it was in stock form. So you can see these batteries. These batteries about an inch thick, maybe a little over an inch. Then I got a box on there, and I figured 3¼ maybe 3½ inches high. That this back wheel is sitting, and all the wheels are touching. It's flexed straight out. These are internally sprung shocks with 20 weight oil in them, front all the way around. I'm using offset brackets to move the shocks back because you want them to flex right. You can't have that shock going straight up and down. You want to tilt it back, so you tilt the shock back, and that lets it flex more. So, yep. It's a 4-link truck, 2-speed transmission, quick run, Hobbywing ESC in it, 21-turn motor, Endura GPS radio, gyro radio system, I should say. Gyro radio system in it. It has this roof rack, lights, and snorkel and mirrors. These all came off from the original truck that it was. It originally started its life as a Grando, and I messed up the body trying to fix it, and I put this on there, and it just ballooned up from there. I decided, well, okay, we're gonna do this. I'm changing the speed control, changing the motor out, and I'm putting Endura aluminum axles underneath it. I did them. They make these in portal axles as well, so I tend to going back and forth, and that's what I ended up doing. So, but, yep, I got 2 of you staying with me. Whoop, we just bounced to 10. 2 to 10. Boom, boom. Yeah, hello, guys. Yeah, these are all my trucks. This is my Toyota Land Cruiser, 4Runner, Proline body kit. It has rock sliders, billet aluminum wheels, beadlocks, billet axles underneath there from Endura, front and rear. It runs a 25 kilogram steering servo, which is in there. You can see that red. 25 kilogram steering servo. I turn the BEC voltage up from 6 volt to 7.2, and it just makes it a little stronger, and it has no trouble turning. These are licensed by Intaco, who makes Super Swampers tires. These are a licensed tire. To get these tires, I guess somebody looked them up. They're like $60 a set. So to get these tires, I got them with enough. Actually, these were the stock tires on that truck, and they just worked out well on this truck. So they're Intaco Super Swampers. They work well on this truck. I didn't want a bigger diameter tire because I wanted to maintain a certain look to this truck. I want it to look like if somebody had a real Toyota 4Runner and they wanted to off-road it, the things if they were 4-linking it, how much would they go, and still be able to drive it. And that was my idea behind this truck, is to have it look like it'll go anywhere, which it does, but yet you don't lose the looks of the body. The body is still there. Obviously you had to do some trimming for the tires, but if you had a real truck, you would do the same thing. You would trim these out, so for clearance. So that's why I cut it the way I did. Otherwise, I could have cut cut this lip off and went up and went around and cut this all around. But then I was losing looks of it. I think it come out really good. And like I say, I put a light kit on it. Proline makes the body, and also they produce a light kit. And right there's the light kit. When you get these buckets are black, so what I did is I took some silver paint and I painted them silver, then put it in there. But these buckets, they give you they give you a selection of ones to work for you for front and rear. Then you just when you paint the body, you tape over the light hole here, and when it's all dry, you shoe glue the light pods into those spots, let them cure. Then it's really easy to put light kit in from there. I just got to power it in. I had a connector already set up for it, so it was really easy to plug in. And it's on a 6-channel radio system now. This is a 6-channel, so you got your light control. This is a shift for your 2-speed, your on and off. This is how you turn up or down your rate of your steering setup. Gyro rate, sensitivity right there. This is my winch control because it does have an actual functioning winch on it, steering, and of course your trigger. And this is the way this radio is done. It comes with this piece. You can drive this truck one-handed, real easy. So it's well worth money. It's under $50 for the radio system. You get the radio and a receiver for I think it was $45, plus shipping and tax, of course. But yeah, it works good. 230-foot range, so there's nothing wrong with the radio system. The original one system that was in this truck, I put into another vehicle, and come to find out, it's basically the same radio. But that either here or there. But you can see. I may put an interior kit. I'm still debating about putting. You can get it just an interior kit just to hide all this stuff on top to the windows, and it's got even a place to put a driver. It's got like a driver in it. You just got to, paint it up or put your own head on it. So I may put an interior kit. I didn't tint the windows because I wanted to be able to see through it. Just so. But if you like this kind of content, if you will, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates, because it helps out my channel. It helps YouTube know what to do with my channel, because if people like a video or live stream and they interact with me, they say, okay, he's doing something. And so far, they're liking everything I've done. And, which I think that's awesome, that you guys are liking everything, because my views have just shot through the moon, typically. I just started getting back into the RC stuff, but my channel is known, if you watch my, for side-by-side rides and stuff like that, but this has always been one of my little hobbies too. So like I say, this is a Toyota 4Runner. You can get this body from Proline, from Amazon, and light kit you can get from Amazon. Basically, this whole truck, what you see here, was built for the stuff that you get from Amazon. The tires and wheels, the chassis, the shocks, motors, radio systems, rocks, everything here basically come from Amazon. I didn't go to a hobby shop and get this stuff. I ordered it all and built it from there. So basically, it was all built Amazon. I know I'm an Amazon affiliate, and I'm not going to push that on you guys, but everything here, right down to the winch on the front. You see the winch right there. Amazon. It's all from Amazon, right down to that bar, the bracket that it's sitting on. You can see where I had to notch it up and over, because I wanted the body at a certain height. So but I think it came out pretty cool. There's the frame. You can see the frame underneath it. they make a center skid plate for it, but I've never had an issue where that rubs. So I don't know. It's 4 link front and rear. Um, Endura axles, and the skid plates come with the axles when you order them. They're included with the axles. So I kind of wish the axles were silver, like the shocks and all that, but that's the only way they come. And I tell you what, the quality of these axles is crazy. I mean, I had another set of axles here, and your axle stub right here, take the wheel off. On the other one, it was like it had no wheel bearings, and it was so sloppy. It worked, but it was sloppy. I ended up sending them back. And these here, there's absolutely no play in them. I mean, they're right on spot on. These axles are, the clearances and the bearings. And I even went into opened it up, because I always do the grease and the differentials. And I pulled that little red cover you can see down there off, and went in there, and they were greased. I don't know how many trucks I've gotten that the ring and pinion gears had absolutely no grease in them. So they had grease in them. I went through them before I put them on the truck. I took all the screws out and put Loctite on everything and reassembled them and checked them over, and everything was good. So yeah, I would definitely recommend these axles. You, you can go to Amazon and type in RC Crawler 1/10 scale axles, and look for the ones that say Endura. They offer these in the portal setup or the standard setup, which is, this has got standard axles underneath it. I didn't want to put portals in it, because if I do portal, I think I got to change the spur gear, go to a smaller spur gear, and it was just easier just to put these in it, and because I use it as a trail truck anyway, and I dropped the pinion gear down 2 teeth, and that's all I did. So now it sounds like it's got a turbo in it when you run it. It's got that kind of a whine to it, but it works well. About hour and a half or better of run time on a trail with it. It's got 2-speed, obviously. So a lot of times in trail running, I just have it in high gear, but I'm running a 5200 2S LiPo. So it works quite well. Got 3 likes and 8 people watching me. Please, if you will, could you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for future updates? I appreciate it. And for too long, I'm going to back on out of here for the day. And, you know, there's what it looks like when it's just sitting flat. Works. It sets pretty level right now. You see how it's level. So you see the back shocks in there, the frame. See that piece there? It drops down, goes out the back. That's like, I use it as a skid. That protects the Lexan body basically. So yep, Endura. I'll tell you what, they make some good stuff. This has an Endura 21 turn motor. You can see it right there. Kind of stuck in there. Right there it is. Endura 21 turn. And that servo there is for shifting the 2-speed. Those wires you see there is for my light kits and stuff. There's my battery connectors. And that piece right there in the center of the screen, that is the lights up. That's for the winch on the front. That's a controller for it. But there's that servo there shifts it. I've been thinking about it. I have a smaller servo, and I'm thinking about putting just a smaller servo in there. Not for, I'm more concerned with top heavy, because if I did, I wouldn't have this on there. But I think it would just look a little neater in there, having a little smaller servo. Because all that servo's got to do is shift it. That's all it does, from low to high. So then you go in there, you can see there's the motor, 550 brush motor. There's my cover for the spur gear and that. Then you go back here. There's my battery. That's where the battery sits. And you can see my shock where my shocks go now. You can see those offsets. You can get them from Amazon as well. That way, my shock originally, the backs were lined up about with the body posts. And you can see I've moved them ahead and basically moved them ahead. And I could lower the ride height by taking that shock, moving it up. I could do the same thing in the front, so I could lower this down. But I think right now it's about where it needs to be. Like saying, I rebuilt these shocks. I just put these on last night, and I put 20 weight oil in them. So they're running 20 weight silicone based oil in them. Then I ended up taking this piece off, and they have one seal in there, and they were kind of leaking. So I took this off, and I put 2 seals in there, and it stopped it right away. So it worked well. But alrighty, guys, I think I'm gonna be getting out of here for now. Thanks a lot for listening to me. And just remember, if you're new to my channel, if you will, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for future updates. I'm always doing something crazy. Trail rides with these, doing side-by-side rides, doing how-to videos. I got one coming up. I'm gonna service the clutches on my Ranger, my 570 Polaris Ranger. I'm gonna open the cover up because I got it in kind of deep water, and I got some water in there one time, and I haven't done nothing with it, so I'm gonna pull the cover and clean up everything, and yeah, get it ready for get stupid again with it. But I'm gonna back on out of here, and if you will, please like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for future update. And Quinto TRN, I think you are. If you come in here again, leave me more than one comment, and most likely I will check out your channels. I don't like that when people come in and just say hello and leave. That's just not polite. You can go to somebody's channel, you know, comment, say a couple things to them, be nice, you know, obviously, but just don't come in there and say hello and take off. I mean, it's not. It's to me, I consider it kind of rude, because what they're doing is, I feel when they do this is they're fishing. In other words, they see somebody in here and they say hello to you, and you're going to go over there and look at their channel. Well, I don't even waste my time going to do that. So, but that's just where I am. But I appreciate everybody coming in. I got 5 in here right now. It's been up and down with numbers today. Normally, if you look at go to my channel, click on lives, and you can see my live stream. I've had anywhere from, I had one live, I had 15,000 views in less than 2 hours. So they go up and down. So that being said, guys, I want to back out of here for now and go hang out with my wife and dog and relax for the evening. And I want you guys to have a great day and be awesome. This is what I look like. Have a great day. Be awesome. Enjoy your family. Give them a hug, because tomorrow's not given. You couldn't be here. You may not be here tomorrow, or whatever. So just do that. And tomorrow's not guaranteed. Enjoy every day like it's going to be your last, because you never know. And from me to you, this is Trail Rider saying goodbye and God bless. And I will see you on my next live and/or video. And please hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for me. Give me a thumbs up on something. Check out my videos. I got playlists and everything. So check out my stuff. Might be something you like. So I will see you guys later. Bye-bye for now, and God bless.